At school, I found that Laura was the only one that would speak to me. And I refused to acknowledge her, just as I'd been instructed. When I went to sit with my other friends at top, what happens at the campground gets laughed about all year long shirt. They all got up and left, leaving me sitting alone at the table. That's how it was after that. I think their parents told them to stay away from me, just as I was told to stay away from Laura. And all the rest of the kids followed their example. My family held a party for me, even though I'd said I didn't want one. Top, what happens at the campground gets laughed about all year long shirt, tank top, V-neck, ladies tee for men and women, V-neck, tank top, and all staff. Which was kind of top, what happens at the campground gets laughed about all year long shirt. Some of them even brought gifts. One brought me a small ironing board and an iron. I used well past college until the handle of the iron cracked and fell off. Her lips were peeled back in a soundless snarl and her eyes were wide. I thought I saw desperation buried inside them. Then there was no time left for contemplation, for we were falling, hitting the packed dirt of the road, and her fingers were around my neck. Official top, what happens at the campground gets laughed about all year long sweatshirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, hoodie. At one point during I stepped outside to get away from the top, what happens at the campground gets laughed about all year long shirt. My parents' house was not made to accommodate that many people. Someone was walking down the path leading from the campground entrance. A person in robes and wearing a cap. For a brief moment, I was elated, thinking that perhaps one of my classmates had actually come to my party. I hurried to meet them, then slowed and stopped as I realized who it was. Other products. One day he asks me to get something out of his office, which was a very narrow closet next to the classroom. And I know he had grabbed me as I was getting the heck out. But that was a blur. I really changed after that. Dropped out of school not long after too. He wasn't the first one who was inappropriate, but he was the one that really scared me. Other product.